It's always more fun to share with everyone.
Hello.
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
Hello.
Good morning. Excuses, Vicky. How is everybody? I will show my face as soon as we get points out, but I do have a small favor if somebody has the time to do so. For the next, until we get into the game, so like from now until we get into the Sims game, if somebody has the capacity to go over to the YouTube stream just to verify that you cannot hear the music, I would appreciate that. I'm pretty sure I have it muted for all scenes. You don't have to stay over there if you don't want to, but I'm not trying to get a copyright strike. You know? They'll just mute the thing. That's all. Who we got in here today? Clay, thank you for the raid. Enjoy your lurk. No music. Thank you. Now I just got to make sure that's true for the next scene. And for, y'all don't understand. I'm over here. I have one stream deck and 15 buttons I got to hit to switch everything. But it works, though. Okay, it's muted there, too. We'll see when we get into the actual Sims game. But yeah, so I am using both OBS for Twitch and Meld for YouTube so I can keep the audio separate. So I'm actually using both right now, Creative. I'm using OBS and Meld. Meld is specifically for YouTube. OBS is for Twitch. And I said it last week. I do prefer OBS. I understand Meld is still in beta and the software is good for what it is. But there are certain things missing from Meld that I rely heavily on in OBS, specifically my ads timer and my quick actions. I don't have those options in Meld yet. Hopefully they come, but I do like Meld as a software. It's good. But hello everybody. I prefer OBS, but I've been using OBS since I started. So like I said, there are certain things that I've become very reliant on as a streamer that aren't in Meld yet. Like when they come out of beta, hopefully they add those things, then it would be fantastic. But how are we doing? Let me see if I can. Good morning, Amy, Clary. Enjoy your lurk. Thank you for that raid. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If anybody else came with that raid and they need to raid and run, lurk and twerk. Most people say work and lurk. We're twerking over here. Absolutely feel free to do so. Go grab a snack, take a screen break, all of that fun stuff. I have sound alerts today because I checked my stuff. Okay. Hello, creative. There's a lot of noise. Good morning, Vincent. How are you? Sarius. Good morning, Ruby. Congrats on first. Hello, Eru. I think I said hello. Vicky, good morning. Anybody else I'm missing? If I'm missing you, I apologize. If you say hi, I will say hi back. I'm like looking through the thing. But good morning. Good morning. I know. I have looked at that follower count for the last like 2 or 3 days, and I'm just like, part of me is like, that's fine. That's okay. Another part of me is like, well, you know, I do have a goal. I would like to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. So we'll see how that goes. I hope everybody had a fantastic day yesterday. My day yesterday, it always lags and I don't know why. It's always behind for me. I have a thought here. Please hold. Let me see if I do this. Do I need to do anything with that? Hello? Okay, well, I guess. Do I just close that? I love it. Okay, that's fine. And then if I do that over here, there we go. That should fix things on both sides. Yeah, I don't know why it does that, because on my YouTube side and on Meld, I'm up to date. Like, it's a little bit behind my YouTube or my Meld, but like, I don't know. Would a refresh fix it maybe? Do we think it's... Because I just lowered the bit rate over there. So... I don't know. I just show up. Alright? That's all I can do every day. I show up for me. I show up for you. Yeah, there's always a delay on YouTube. I have it set on my end, so there is no delay for YouTube. But they have a built-in delay. And there's nothing I can do to fix that. I've tried. It just is. So, unfortunately, it's like in a way it's good. In a way it's good because like if you're doing, you know, games like Fortnite or something, it's harder to stream snipe. Oh. I feel you. I laid in my bed yesterday for like an hour and a half trying to convince myself to take a shower. I do that every time I have to take a shower though. I'm one of those people that like, I enjoy a shower, but I hate the process of getting into the shower because you get in and you're cold And then when you're in the shower, it's fine. But then I don't like getting out of the shower because I'm cold and wet. You know? So, well, that's exciting. I don't play Palia. I don't hate the game. It's just not for me. And that's okay, right? Like, that, I'm okay with that. What is the update? I know that Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is another game I don't really play, has an Alice in Wonderland update coming out, which is exciting. Palia has a big update coming out. There you go. The child has spoken. Yes, that's it, Iru. That transition, getting in and then getting out, I don't want to deal with that. Ooh, a new map. I think that's the first new map for Palia. And Fortnite was updated yesterday, so Reload was reset yesterday. They have a new map as well. I love good updates like that. New maps, new character introductions, like that kind of stuff for games. It makes them feel new and exciting, even though it's not. So like the game isn't new, but like having a new map and a new part of the world to explore makes the game feel new. It like refreshes the game, and I think that's really exciting. So that's always good. I don't know where to put my mic. It's in my way. I really want a desk mount. I'm gonna put one of those on my throne just so I remember that I want to see that I want a low profile mount. I want my thing to be below my young man. Come on. Oh, get off of the thing. There you go. We'll see how long he sits here today. Let me move that out of his way because I don't need his little butthole on my drink because he'll put it there out of spite. I'm very warm. I'm going to announce that right off bat. We're hot today. I already have my fan on. I didn't think he'd be there very long. He's just going to leave. He said, I gotta go. But today and tomorrow we're working on our trashy little build. I even wore my Stay Trashy shirt in honor of our trashy build. It's not a trashy build. I know it. It is not a trashy build. It's just a rundown, dilapidated build. But yeah, that's what we're working on today over in The Sims. I'm like trying to position the fan in such a way that I can feel it. I did an upper body workout yesterday. I am sore in places I didn't know could be sore. My ribs hurt. Right? Like I'm sore here. You can't see where here is. Like down here. My shoulders are sore. My arms are sore. My back hurts. Like it was a good little workout, but holy. I'm just getting into like the lifting of the weights. And I don't use heavy weights. You can see them. I use 5-pound dumbbells because I am baby and have zero strength anywhere but my legs. So I'm slowly working up. But when you go from, I just walk on the treadmill every day to I'm going to start using weights a few times a week, it like, you feel it. You feel it. It's always like, I don't think I've had an issue when I was playing Palia. I didn't have an issue with travel. I just lost interest in the game itself. I think those kind of games are hit or miss for me. Like I like Animal Crossing, I like Stardew Valley, I like Palia, but I feel like a lot of those games are the same kind of formula: resource management, make the thing, decorate. And I personally, as much as I love resource management, also hate resource management, which is why I play The Sims. Obviously, I like to build and I like to decorate and I like to do all of those things. But I don't want to have to worry about having the resources to do those things, which is why when I play Stardew, time stops when I'm in the mine, so I can just spend 2 in real life hours mining, because that's what I like to do. I can see that. I feel that. I thought you meant like a fast travel situation, like, you know, like if you were going from one place to another. No, I do feel like in that sense, travel in Palia is slow. Like when you're it feels like there's not enough scoot in your boot scooting. All right, I understand that. I'm so sweaty the back of my legs, man. Or I'm so hot the back of my legs are sweating. I've only been sitting in the chair for like 10 minutes. It's a good time. I mean, like, I do. I can't say I can understand why you wouldn't. We've all had this. We know. Instant gratification. I love it. I like to get where I'm going and be there, you know, like I'm not one to just, I'm not a leisurely stroller. I'm getting where I gotta go. I won't use a car to travel in Fortnite, but I will use a drill, and that's all that matters to me. All right, let me go over and open up The Sims. We can continue to talk while we're over there. It's seriously a 4-button click for me to switch scenes on each of them. This is the house we're working on. I still don't know, like, the nitty-gritty details of who lives here. Oh, I love the drill. That drill has saved my ass so many times. When I get batted off of a mountaintop. No, that's valid. Disney can be fun. Like I said, I've got beef with them when they walked it back. But maybe, but the meld support for Stream Deck is different from OBS, and I'm not sure how to do that. It took me, I started trying to figure out how to use my OBS. I'm using my virtual camera from OBS in Meld. So, because, you know, the softwares don't like to share the same camera. So, I could see the dad from Shameless living here. Frank would absolutely live here. So, like, but that took me, I started working on that yesterday. I have only taken fall damage from the drill, like, once. Because as soon as somebody took it, I was a lot more careful. I started being a lot more careful with the drill. I keep trying to move my glasses up today. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear my contacts today, but I wore my glasses all weekend. So now, like, I have phantom glasses on, and I keep trying to push them up. It's a good time. Yeah, all I know about this is it was a couple who lived here. One passed away. They liked working on cars. So this is our front yard. And then, obviously, the maintenance of the house has fallen. Right? Let me slip off a mountaintop and die. That's what I do. I do want to, because the outside of this is mostly done. You can see where we need to add this tall grass, like here on the sides, and need to finish, like, back here. But for the roof, you know we're going to have to add a couple of these right here, right? I don't know that I need one quite that big. I just need, like, a little spot there. Maybe a little piece over here. I have move objects on. Game. It's true. I make too many jokes about things being large. All right. Do these have different swatches? They do. Do they not? I'm so confused. What just happened here? They do, but like... Oh, the green one could be good. Can I please just have this where I want it? Damn. It'll go there. But like, you know, I don't like t-shirts that sit real close on my neck. Probably I could do tulle, but I'm also being lazy. I could put it there. Like, if I really wanted to, I could. Oh, it's the roof. It's because the intersection with the roof. I'm just lazy. I do want, like, a larger one. Maybe on the back we do a larger one. It'll be our own little, like... I kind of want to see the different textures on this. I like the green. I might make this one just... Oh, you can't size these down. Just kidding. You can't size that down. My bad. Didn't realize that that was an issue again. And maybe we put, like, one over here. I don't want to go crazy with our little busted up roof. But I kind of also want to go a little crazy. We'll do that. We like it. Also. Anything else we want to put on the roof? The bathroom is here. So maybe on the back we can throw down, like, one of these. Does that look weird? We have a neighbor. I'm about to air out my neighbor's dirty laundry here. I'm really not. I'm just going to express a frustration. We have a neighbor who has one of these on their roof, which is fine, except they don't maintain it. So it is in the summer or in the wind. We noticed it in the summer because we open our windows in the summer. It is the most high-pitched, wheelie little bastard you've ever heard in your life. And they're close enough to where I live that when my windows are open, I can hear this thing. I know it's windy outside because all you hear is it squeaking as it spins. And I can't tell you how many times Mr. Cribb's like, I'm going to go over there and just oil it for him. He hasn't, right? But like, it is rather annoying. I'm not gonna lie about it. Yeah, exactly. Like, please, I understand getting on the roof is a little bit of a pain in the butt, but please, please, I'm begging you, fix it. I'm looking to see if there's any other roof things I want. I don't even know what it's for. I think it's just ventilation for an attic is my assumption, because like, I don't have one of those. Maybe I'm just not cool enough to have one of those. Now, I don't have any eaves, so using something like this probably doesn't make a ton of sense. And there's not a lot of things that are busted. It's just an animation in the game. I'm assuming you're talking about, yeah, if you're talking IRL, it's probably Steam. Ooh, I might have to look at that. Speaking of shells, 2 things I want to throw out there. Number 1, I have a YouTube. I have 2 YouTube series ideas a brewing. All right. The first one is same shell every pack. Now, that does not mean I'm going to use every pack in one shell. I do that every day anyway. What that means is I'm going to build the shell. It's going to be a series on YouTube. I haven't built the shell yet. And the first build will be base game only. The second one will be base game and island living, or base game and get together. And you know what I mean? So so those will be my limited pack builds, because I know that I do not limit my packs. Okay, so I think that's going to be our first thing. The other one I want to do, I had started this before. We've done it. We did it here on Twitch, but I want to do shell crest, which means I need you guys to build shells that I will take and on YouTube, place the shell, and I will decorate that shell however I want. Like, that's what a shell challenge is. But you guys are gonna contribute the shells. So if that's something you want to do, holler and let me know. Upload them. I will come up. We'll work on a tag together, because like I've used the tag Shellcrest already, for when I did it here on Twitch. So we're gonna have to come up with a hashtag for the shells you guys upload for me to use in that series. And my goal for YouTube is to start recording and putting those out and like do 1 video a week starting in like June is a big month for me. I don't know about Clutter Wars. If I'm being very honest, I did not have the best time with Clutter Wars in season 2. I got some unhelpful feedback in ways that were not productive. And were kind of cruel, and I just don't feel like dealing with that, if we're being honest. Like, it's supposed to be fun and it's a game, and I understand that you're putting in time, but I was putting in a shit time of time, as was every judge, and I was never cruel or mean to anybody, and I am not going to accept that behavior. So like, I don't know that I will continue it, because quite honestly, it was a lot of work, and I didn't appreciate the way it was handled by some people. That's all. Are those people still like there? No, they removed themselves. But like, yeah, I didn't like that. And like, I am very, very open about like that kind of stuff. I didn't like it. So, you know the saying, one bad apple spoils the bunch. The bunch has been spoiled for me. There's some other things that like I would like to figure out with that, but I'm not ready to pick that back up, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm not willing to deal with it. So, and it wasn't like the people that participated and had a good time, I appreciate them. I'm glad that people are excited and they want to see Clutter Wars again, but it left a really bad taste in my mouth. So, and it wasn't like the vast majority of people did really well. There's that. There's some other things that happened that I didn't agree with. They weren't mean or cruel about it, but the way some things happened, I didn't agree with. I didn't, so I'm just like, a lot of the feedback was valid, right? Like, a lot of people were upset at how long it took. I get it. Trust me. As the judges, we were also like, ooh, we maybe bit off more than we could chew here, right? Like, we understood that. But, like, the way it was said to me by some people was like, all right, fuck your mom. You know, like, not even fuck you, fuck your mom. And it really, when you're excited to do something and somebody comes at you sideways, it kills the excitement. And, like, I'm real hesitant to pick it back up. I don't want to deal with it. Excuse me, young man, do not turn that off. He almost turned off my extension cord that runs, like, all of this. Yeah, again, it was not a lot of people. It was, like, 1 or 2 people. But, like, those 1 or 2 people really, like, one, they hurt my feelings. Which, like, it sounds silly when you say it. Like, yeah, that hurt my feelings. But, like, I'm upset. They hurt my feelings. But 2, like, I would never speak to you that way. For you to think that it's okay to speak to me that way is wild. Like, I'm good. You don't like it? Cool. Nobody can have it now. Congratulations. I did take my ball and went home. It's cool. No. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. The people that were involved in that, no. They're no longer, like, anywhere near any of that. And that's fine. But, like, oh, no. I will hold a grudge till the day I die. The stay salty is me all the time, all right? So, yeah, and that's cool. Like, that's what it is. Like, I'm still, that pot it's no longer boiling. That pot is no longer boiling. It was for a while, but it is still simmering. I have not yet cooled that pot. So that pot is just sitting on the back of the stove for right now. They really can. And I really tried hard not to let it bother me. And I was talking to Mr. Quip about it. And I was like, I have so much hesitation with it because, like, it was a good experience. Season 1, I think we had fun. We were all still learning. It was a good time. But I think people forget, like, the second time you do something doesn't make you an expert at it. You're still learning. You're still figuring things out. And that's what we were doing. And we all agreed that the season was too long. Even the judges were like, hey, this is really long, and I'm sorry for that. You know, like, but for you to, like, come at me sideways about it? Okay. That's cool. So, that's all. We'll get there. It's just, yeah, I had fun. But, like, the fun was ruined for me, and because it was ruined for me, I ruined it for everybody else, and I'm not sorry about it. Nobody can have it. Because they made me sad and mad. Nobody can have anything fun anymore. It just is. Alright, let's get this floor down. Let's get in here. We're going to use Busty and Krusty. It is just a game. And that's the thing. If you win Clutter Wars, you don't win anything. Congratulations. That's exciting. Credit is a farce, but good credit is important. It's alright. I'll be alright. I'm not like, and like, I just have, as you all know, I've just had so much stuff going on medically. Like, I kid you not, since December, since I've had the surgery done, I've had an appointment, a doctor's appointment, a dental appointment. Yesterday was an appointment with the person who checks to make sure that, like, you're good mentally, every week. And I got a lot going on in the background, and we're about to hit summer, and summer is never good for me to do anything because, like, I'm currently planning a trip to Ohio in, like, July. So if you are in the Ohio area and you want to do a meetup for, like, a lunch or a dinner in, like, July, let me know. So, like, if you're gonna, I think we're looking like either the week of July 4th or July 16th. We're going camping. So we'll be in that zone. So if you live, I think we're going to be up near somewhere between Cincinnati and Dayton is where we'll be. So we could go to either, probably, because, like, Mr. Quiv's parents and family live closer to Cincinnati. So, like, we will probably be in that area. So if you're like, if we can pick a day, everybody meet up at a restaurant, we can have dinner together, I'm down. I want to use this floor, but I want it to be more, you know? But we'll throw it down for now. Because, like, this one is also a good floor. If you have, like, I don't know which one is better. Like, this one is a little more, like, this is the one I used on the porch. Or is this what I used on the porch? What did I use on the porch? Working hardwood. Yeah, so if I use this on the porch, I'm comparing swatches. But I want to use this inside. Okay, the planks are wider. Or we could use, this is what I just put down. Hold on. Where's this one? Or we could do this inside. Okay, that's cool. I love that. Thank you for not matching up at all. I'm throwing down different floors to see which one I like better. I did these 3. I'm looking to see if there's any other ones. Like, something like this could be okay, but that's too fancy. That's too nice. I think in the kitchen and the bathroom, something like this, you know? Or even like this could be okay in here, depending on how we want this floor to look. I think I like this better, though. My only beef with this is it doesn't come in different colors. And then we have like older looking tile, but I don't think we have any tile. Oh no. I'm looking. Okay, so these are kind of our options for these two. I don't want that one. Please, please, please. Thank you. Alright, so this is our options for kitchen, bathroom. These 2 tiles. These are our options for floor. We have 3. We do also have that carpet. The dingy carpet. This one here. If we wanted to do carpet. Now, this house could, in theory, have carpet in, like, the living room. And hardwood floor in the dining room. And then laminate in the kitchen. So I think I am going to use dingy carpet in here. I don't know if this is the color, but we'll use dingy carpet in there. I'm torn between these 2. I think I use busted in here and maybe dirty in here. I think that's what we do. Because it gives me the best of both worlds. And neither one of them have any color swatches, so that just is what it is. Let's pick out our stiff. This is where it all comes together for me. Now, having, you know, it is cringy. I can't. I used to live in an apartment that was fully carpeted. I'm not even kidding you. And the year of our Lord, 2006 or 2007, why there was still carpet in the kitchen and in the bathroom. I'll never understand, but I can't do it. I just, having lived that, I'll use gross tile. It triggers me. Okay. I'll be very honest about it. Let's use this light in here. It is so gross. How do you live with boys? I'm sorry, boys will pee on the outside of the toilet and on the carpet. And it was an apartment, so people were there before me. I can't. It really, like, I'm cringing all over the place. It's disgusting, bruv. Yeah. I'm not saying that females don't, you know, make messes occasionally, but boys. And I know that carpet wasn't replaced. And it was like that real thin gray, like I can see this, it was real thin gray carpet. Oh, it wasn't up here. I wasn't living up here then. I can tell you what city it was. I can tell you the apartment. It was in good old Cincinnati. Beautiful, lovely, disgusting. Disgusting. Alright, let's get this carpet here because, yeah. And then I probably won't use that floor. Yeah. 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 It was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good time. It was not a good time. I'm lying to you all. It was a terrible time. Absolutely. Have a good lurk. I think for this, I'm gonna do... I think I'm gonna do this. We'll do it in this color. And I think I'm going to pull it here, maybe? Let's see what that looks like. Kind of hate that. But, where'd you go? I lost it already. Here. Like, that could be... Enjoy your productivity hole. Yeah, that is not updated. Absolutely not. Here, like, the thing is, I need this here. Not 5. What the hell? Where am I? What is happening? Hello? I hit 5 instead of F5. That's what happened there. Alright? I can move this back to here. But this would need to be, like, here. We'll try that. We'll try that. Okay. I'm trying to think if that color of the floor is a good color. I don't want it to be light. I think the floor would look... It would almost, given the age of this house, I feel like it would be like orangey. Like this kind of a, like an orangey colored wood. But I don't have an orangey colored wood here. Maybe we do this one. Because like this one also would work. And it looks dirty. Because that's what I want. Ooh, there it is. There's that orangey wood I was looking for. Again, this is not... Don't worry about this furniture. This furniture is not the final furniture. Alright. Although, like, these busty little dusty crusty cabinets might be the busty little dusty crusty cabinets that we use. How big of a space does this need? Not very. So I could, in theory, put this here and move this over. We'll do like that. And then we'll do... Like, the sleek bathroom kit has that wall divider. I'm never sure where these wall dividers are, by the way. They could be in miscellaneous. They could be in sculpture. I never know where... the wall, the things are. See, like, here's a wall divider. But that's A, very fancy, and B, not what I'm looking for. I want the one that came with the sleek bathroom kit. I have a vision. This. This goes here. I use a half wall here. Stop it. We raise this up using the 9 key. Like that. I might tool that down just a little bit. But you know, like, hello, Magic. How are you? Hopefully feeling better. I want this to look like those glass bricks. You know what I mean? Like, somebody did one on the gallery. Let me see if I can find it. Like, no. these aren't it. I'm not looking that hard, I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's kind of the vibe. So like if we took this and we size this down to like 0.5. And then I take it and raise it up, raise it down. And we do another one. I hope you guys see the vision here. You know, the glass blocks that everybody had in their house in the 80s. So like these would be like this color. And use that up, you know, up the wall here. As the divider between the shower and the... Because I don't even think if we do that, we necessarily need a half wall if we do it correctly. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it correctly. I'm going to leave those there so we know what I'm talking about. I'm going to put the wall back too, because I need to. Alright, we're going to start in this kitchen. This is where it will all begin. It really was. Like, that's... I want this house to be stuck in time. Yeah. I really want this house to be, like, stuck in time. They never updated anything, and it is kind of just falling apart. So, like, that's kind of the feeling I want for the house. So, like, this fridge and this stove are probably the fridge and stove. These cabinets are probably the cabinets. So now we have to find the wallpaper. And, like, this, very popular in that time frame. Like, the weird backsplashes. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just look up 90s kitchen. I'm gonna look at images. All wood. Yeah, like this. That looks awful and I love it. They have like big square tiles. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. I'll show you guys on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. It's not happening. Where's my thing? That's not what I want to do. I just hit create game clip. If I hit this, nothing crazy is going to show. I have my Discord covered. Yeah, like this kind of a vibe is what I'm going for in the kitchen. Like this kind of like glass cabinet, everything is over the top, big square tile backgrounds. Thank you. Like, just like this is the 90s aesthetic of my dreams, you know, like the fabric covered chairs, all of this. This not so much. This isn't for me, but that is very, even the computer, very 90s. So like that's kind of the vibe here that I'm going for. But crusty. That, but crusty. So, like, our background, it could be like this. This would work, and they do have it in white. And then we'll do upper cabinets. But, like, this, that's, like, 2010s, 2015. That's when, like, the subway tile had its moment. Exactly. Like, when you picture your kitchen in the 90s, that's what I want this to be. This could maybe work, but these are a little bigger of a tile. This would work. This is it. This is the tile I'm thinking of. And this one already looks a little beat up. It doesn't look as nice. It looks a little more worn. Does it come kind of in an off yellow? No, it does come in a brown. Like this. This is very 90s. But if we do that and like this, I would like it to be kind of yellowed like this wallpaper is, but I don't think I'm going to find a yellowed tile like this. Maybe, but you know, this would work. But I kind of like this. Where'd the other one go that I said this could work? This. They have it in like this, but I think it's too clean. Yeah. I think it's going to be like this. But, like, this is too yellow. If you guys hear Mr. Quiv. That's all. I'm not apologizing, but you might hear him. Well, this gray might be okay. Blue would also work for whatever reason. Blue kitchens were like big. I know, like, when I think about my kitchen in the 90s, it was yellow, but we didn't have tile. But like, I remember the pastas that you didn't eat and the jars of oil with different things in them that you didn't use. I know roosters in kitchens were very popular. I don't know why chicken kitchens were popular, but you know somebody in your life that had a chicken kitchen. You know? Yeah. Decor, not food, and chicken kitchens. That was the thing. Or cows. Cows were good too. They were a biggin'. Cows were popular. I'm going to look at some masonry options too, just to see. Like this also screams 90 to me. Like this style of tile. Again, subway tiles, 2010s. Everything recycles. I want you to think like everything recycles. Look at Target right now. What I used to wear in high school is popular again. It all comes back. It all comes around. I went to Target the other day and I saw a shirt or something and I was like, I promise you I had that shirt in high school. I had that exact outfit in high school. And seeing it now is wild because we're cringe. The kids look at us millennials and they're like, oh, you're so cringe. Then why are you wearing the same clothes I used to wear? Get out of my closet. I'm too cringe for you. Yes, trust me, my stuff also shows up as vintage, and they're like, it's so retro, and I'm like, your mom's retro. Your mom is retro, though, technically by age. I'm also technically retro by age. You know? What just happened? I'm actually genuinely confused as to what just happened. What just happened? Why do I have an emote wall? Somebody fess up. I genuinely don't know what just happened. But Twitch knows something I don't, and I don't appreciate that. So we'll sit here until somebody fesses up. I got time. No, that came across. Hey, K-Rid, how are you? That came across my Streamlabs the other day. Streamlabs let me know somebody had donated. Please hold. I will sit here. I'm gonna check that, and I'm also gonna check Throne because y'all are out of pocket. I don't know what it was. No idea. I have nothing. Oh, I have 3 messages. What's happening over here? No, I have no idea. Yeah, exactly. That would be like the latest reaction ever. I really am. We really are going to sit here until I figure it out. Don't play with me. I don't know how to check that if I'm being honest. Somebody help. Oh. I don't think that's the right one. I'll find out in here in a second. It was. I'm not going to say the name because I don't know what their Twitch ID is, and I'm not going to out their actual name. So, okay, it does sound like a K-Rid issue. Well, K-Rid, if that was you, thank you. Somehow I magically have $4.20 as a tip. But why didn't it come through like last time? I don't know. Last time it said Stream Elements was like, thank you for, or so-and-so left a X dollar tip. And that's not here. Well, I'll have to figure that out. Did I accidentally turn it off? Is it not on this one? I don't know, man. Listen, I'm just here for the vibes. I'm just here for the vibes. Well, I know which one was from you. Put that down. You already told me when you did it. Oh, did it in my thing, in my feed? All I saw was the hype wall. Now I'm looking through. Because last time Stream Elements told me. Dear Stream Elements, did you not notify me? I see where Lynn went. I don't see the thing in here. I see where we were talking about peeing on toilet. Oh, I didn't see it on my screen. I'm going to have to figure out this out, but thank you, K-Rid. I appreciate it. You guys don't ever have to tip me, though. Keep that money in your pockets. Keep it in your pants. I'm over here trying to figure out what wall I want. She's over here throwing money at people. Listen. Ooh, stucco was also a popular thing. Y'all make me uncomfortable when you give me money. Please don't do that. I don't know how to react. We've had this conversation before. Ava's laying down behind me. We can do popcorn ceilings. We do have good options for popcorn ceilings. Did you guys have regular popcorn ceilings, or did you have the fancy, like, circle spot popcorn ceilings? Because we had the circle spot popcorn ceilings, and that was fancy then. And then, like, now you go into a house, and, like, the popcorn ceilings have all been removed. And I'm okay with that. I personally am not a fan of popcorn ceilings. But, like, all the walls in my house have, like, a bumpy texture. I have popcorn walls. No, not that. Yeah, we have popcorn ceilings. What time is it? Yeah, that would explain it. That's fair. That's fair. I didn't like popcorn ceilings because the one time my mom was cool and bought me stuff to put on my ceiling, those little glow-in-the-dark stars, I couldn't stick them. I couldn't stick them. So, like, I had to put them on the bunk bed, you know? Yeah, I had a bunk bed. And I was, like, the top bunk, and then my sister and I shared, and she was smaller than me, so she got the top bunk. So I had to put my stars on her bed. And then we finally just separated the bunk beds. Because, like, my mom got tired of coming in and me being crushed under the bed. Because while we were sleeping, or while she was sleeping, I would mess with her. And use my feet to kick her bed. And I don't know how many times. Because it wasn't, like, one of those bunk beds that had the slats underneath. It just had, like, 4 little, like, 1-inch boards that held your bed in place. So I'd always kick her bed and make sure it would, like, fall, but it would always land on me. I did never learn my lesson because I thought it was funnier to hear her freak out about her bed falling than me being squished under her bed. It's still funny. So eventually she separated our beds so I couldn't do that anymore. It really was. It was great. It'd be like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, and you would just hear, "Kutuk." Ah! Oh, it was good. And she couldn't get me back either, because she couldn't lift me with her legs. I'm telling you, my strength has always been in my legs. Fantastic. Anyway, back to what we were doing. I think I'm going to do with this, because the other 90s kitchen I remember is like the Tuscan, you know, where they like tried to make it look like Olive Garden. And again, if you know, you know. It was all light wood, and it had like all beiges, and it had like the weirdest backsplashes. And like the counters were always like a brown beige. They were always a brown beige. So I think if we go with this, and we do the brown beige counters, see, all light woods. We can keep. Yes, the plants everywhere. Exactly. And like we had live plants because my mom does in fact have a green thumb. She can indeed. I have tissue stuck to my eyeball from where I just wiped my face. And it stuck because I was crying. What, Evelyn? Okay. Maybe we get a little, maybe they've upgraded these a little bit recently. You're being real sweet, but I'm not going to help you. I'm not. And the other popular thing in the 90s kitchen was like the side by side, like these kind of refrigerators. Not like this. It was like this, where the freezer was on one side and the refrigerator was on the other. Like that became really popular in the 90s. Evelyn, I see you, but you'll come up here and you'll never leave. She's mad at me now because I told her no. Where'd this go? Maybe we do like a light stainless steel one. We'll put that there. Stainless steel appliances, super popular. I don't think this one comes in like... I can do that. We can make this look... She's throwing a fit. Move. Come over here. Yeah. Are you out of the way of my wheels? Because I don't want to run you over. Come here. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Yeah, I know. That was a bad pickup on my end, but you jumped up before I was ready for you to. We have a side-by-side as well now, actually. We used to have the French doors with the freezer on the bottom. But I don't like that. It leaked. And it destroyed a portion of our floors. I know you're trying to get comfortable, but you're choking me out with my headphones. And again, I'm really hot. So I don't know how long you'll be able to sit here. Because you're also really hot. So we'll do like that. I just feel like... I want these counters is what I want. Are these busted, dusted ones the vibe in that sense? Yes. But these... We're going to have to add some dusty crustiness ourselves. Sorry. I'm trying to work with a cat in my lap. She doesn't make things easy. Is that right? I guess it is. Don't get in my mouth like that. Don't do it. Okay, ads are going to start in a minute. So if you're hanging out and you're not subbed, maybe turn your volume down. Maybe just a touch. Maybe just... Oh. But if you are wanting to play some Gartic, we'll throw that up. We'll throw the link in chat. If you're over on YouTube and you want to play, I'm sorry, you do have to come over to Twitch to do so. YouTube does not support Gartic yet. I'm waiting to see if the screen pops up. It will. I just have to pull up the program. I need to see. Oh my gosh. There we go. Alright. We will be right back. Enjoy your round of Gartic. Stretch and do all that jazz. I'm gonna eat. Imagine that. I'm gonna eat right now. Alright. I'm trying to figure out. I want this situation here where you've tucked the cabinet in, but like this cabinet is pretty tall, or this thing is pretty hurt, or gosh, I was reading chat. This thing is pretty, it's a pretty big microwave. So like now I'm curious. I feel like this one might have, no. Stop it. I think I like the look of this better, and I think it works. It just works because it has like this built-in thing. I think that would work. And then we can put the trash can here. Does that stick out too far? I don't know. Because there's that one, and then the one for... It's this one. This is the one that's for these cabinets. And both of these are very 90s coded. This one just sits back further. I'm not sure. We'll let those sit and we'll figure it out. I did include a dishwasher because that was like the thing. I do think I'm going to use the correct... You can't see my air quotes when I say correct, but the correct cabinets over here. But like, if this already has the plate rack and the plates, then I don't need that here. But these are the matching pieces that go together. But having this, I think I'm going to go with the one from, what is that pack? Jungle Adventure. I know the colors aren't perfect. They don't perfectly match. But I like it, and that's what I'm going with. And if you don't like it, it's unfortunate for you. Because it stays. I am also going to put a coffee maker in this build. Because I'm never going to play it. So if you download this build and the coffee maker gets overused, feel free to delete it. I know that coffee makers aren't for everybody. I know when I play with a coffee maker in my build, I'm going to be bald in like 20 minutes because they drive me effing batty. It's true. And it's got to be like one of these range hoods. Like these ones. This one sits on the ceiling, I think. Hello? Where are you? Don't like that. This one. Maybe like up where it should be. Copper was also like having a moment then. I'm glad that moment is over. But I think I'm going to go with this. I think that's supposed to be wheat. So my first thought was that looks like a dinosaur foot. I don't know what dinosaur. Don't come for me. I am not a paleontologist. And then my second thought was that could almost be weed. And then I was like, that is probably corn or wheat. That is probably none of the things that I immediately thought it was. You're welcome. Now you know how my brain works. It doesn't. Coffee maker. We're going to put the... See, I want to put this here. But we'll leave it there. We'll put in a coffee maker. It's going to be like this. Or this. It's nothing fancy. They ain't getting that. That's too fancy. I feel like Joe Jockey is going to be the... You know, it's a Mr. Coffee. It's not Mr. Coffee, it's Joe Jockey. And then we need, like, the ruffle... I can't do them here, but, like, the ruffle curtains. Like, I believe these are also, yeah, from Parenthood. Like, here. I'll figure it out. Give me a minute. This thing never sits where I want it to. 0.75. I should have grabbed all of the curtains I was going to need for that before I did that, but let's just pretend that that's what we did, all right? I might need one more. Absolutely. You go take care of yourself. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope your headache goes away quickly because headaches are the worst. Not the window though. I feel like this is correct. And if I'm able to overlap here, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. I want it here. So maybe it's 0.7. And I can move these out. I think that works. I know that this is a little overlaps in a funky way, but hear me out. It'll be okay if I, like, do that. Like, nothing ever happened. That's fair. To be fair, she deserved her hubbub about a donation because she should never do that again. Alright, and then we can change this. Yep. Going beige, baby. And then we need, like, wall plants. We need more than just wall plants because we're going to have, like, plants up here, too. You know? But I do want a wall plant. Right here. Not one like this. That's not what we're looking for. The one from Businesses and Hobbies is a good wall plant for this situation. Well, we could do something like this. I think we're gonna do like this here. We could do a hanging plant. Those were also pretty popular, but like I'm not sure that this is the one I want. I want like this though. The thing is, I'm gonna have to use tool to get it up there. As I don't use tool. And it would go, see the thing is it's gonna have to go over here in this corner. Stop it. What are you waiting for? Yeah, like that. And then you just gotta make sure it's not clipping through the ceiling. And if it is, you just take it and we're gonna use tool to size that one down. Because it doesn't need to come down much. It just needs to come down a little bit. So we're gonna go to like a 0.95 maybe. Is it still clipping through the ceiling? It is. Yeah, we're just gonna do this until it doesn't clip through the ceiling. Like that. And then we can put this stuff back. And then we need something here, but that's gonna be like a sign. I don't know what sign, but like something like this, but would have to do with the kitchen. It wouldn't do with seasons. It would be like something for the kitchen. It'd be like a picture of a wine bottle. That's the kind of thing that would be there. The chef holding a wine bottle or a menu board, that was popular in the 90s. I turned my fan up. If you can hear that, I'm sorry, but I'm not turning it back down. It's too cold to open the window. It's too hot, but it's too hot for me not to have a fan on. And it's too cold to put in like an air conditioner. I would just open a window. I need a picture that is thin. It's skinny. Like this. Not this, obviously, but like this. Could you imagine you go into somebody's kitchen and they just have a hamster fucking tunnel? And then we can come in and we can like pop some of these around, you know? We'll grunge it up. We will grunge it up. Maybe a calendar. I know we have more than one calendar in this game. This is the only one I can ever find, but don't we have one from Cats and Dogs? We have one that has like cats and dogs on it at least. Do I know where that calendar is? No. It is probably under wall decorations, even though the other calendar is an art. There is no making it make sense in this game. They don't organize anything correctly. This could work too. If we size this down, the chicken obviously not. Do we have one? Oh, the bacon and egg ones is adorable. Do we have one that has like... No. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Scale-wise, not for me. The rooster could work. The rooster could work. We're gonna scale it down a touch. We're gonna go with this. And when I say a touch, I mean like this is gonna be like a 0.85 as well. Yeah. Cock-a-doodle-doo, bitches. It's time to wake up. So we'll pop this here. And then I think to finish off in here, we're going to have like a clock on the wall. Where are the clocks at? There we go. This clock. And then we'll grab the plate collection as well. I also feel like I grew up with the grandfather clock in my house. I'm not kidding. I don't ever know what happened to that. When we moved from the house I grew up in to the house where my little brother grew up, the grandfather clock didn't make it, and I have no idea where it went. Alright, and now we need the plates, the wall plates, the wall plates. The plates wall? I don't know. The wall plates it is. And then we'll use like these light switches. If I remember to put light switches in. I may not remember. Oh, we should also have like a little island with the hanging pots and pans. I feel like we should also have that. I am still eating lunch. I'm eating lunch as quickly as my little self is able to. I could probably uneat because I'm not shoving pieces of salami and cheese into my mouth, just pieces of string cheese and some peanuts. I just know when I talk with my mouth full, it's because I have those big, like I wrap up string cheese and salami, and it's a big bite, and I am a goblin, you know. I am going to put that whole thing in my mouth and just talk while I chew it. This is a little more manageable. Because, like, that's why I cover my mouth so much. But I don't like doing that because I don't think my closed captioning works anymore. I don't know what happened to that. And I try to make it so, like, I need to look at that. Although it didn't really work. It had me saying some crazy shit that I was not saying. I do say some crazy shit, but not that crazy shit. We're going to pop this in here. Ooh, aprons. Aprons are a good thing. They're a necessity. We could probably pop these in here. I'm just like pulling stuff out now to like put in here. You already know that that is going to be in a couple of places in the house. Okay? I feel like this would also like work, but I don't want it. It's too busy. I'm gonna put the trash can here. So that corner is gonna be a very cluttered little corner. But this whole space is gonna get cluttered here once I start dropping the dirt and the dinge and the grime. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be a house cleaner's wet dream. Probably not. If I was a house cleaner and I showed up and your house looked like this, I would probably leave. I would get too overwhelmed. I'm like, I understand why it looks like this, but I also am overwhelmed, so I'm gonna have to walk away. I want this clock to look like it's sitting on here, but I don't want to be able to see that part of it. That's the thing. So I might have to boot this clock up a little bit. And then maybe we make this... The orangey wood is like the wood of the 90s. I'll go with this because it kind of matches the... Ow, I just bit the inside of my cheek. Maybe it doesn't. I think we're gonna go orangey wood. It just sticks out so far. I don't know if that refrigerator is accessible. This sticks out really far. It sticks out really far. I don't think I'm gonna use it. Back to the drawing board. I'm just looking now. We have to get like our knife block, all of that stuff. I'm not gonna be able to finish my little peanuts. I'm full. I'll set them over there. I'll put them back in the container later. Alright, let's look at clutter for the kitchen. A fruit bowl I feel is gonna be a mandatory thing. We also need, I don't want this dish rack. We have a built-in bread box. I want this for that. Paper towels. I'm gonna try and find a way to like hang these off of the wall, like sideways, you know? That was like a thing as well. I'm also really old, so I don't know shit. I don't remember things correctly by era. I do. I just don't want you to think I don't. We could also maybe do this, although I feel like that wasn't necessarily, like having one of these, I can't remember if that was a thing in the 90s. It's a big thing now, but I can't remember if it was a thing then. My nose just runs every time I eat. I wish I had hiccups as a full signal. That would have been great. No, I'm one of the lucky ones that got blessed with a runny nose when I'm full. I think a fruit bowl would be good. I am gonna put an island in here, like right here. Let me just do that. Let me just bust that out real quick. And I think it's gonna be like this, and then this on this side. We're just gonna scoot everything a half a tile. Yeah. Because that's enough space for them to walk around. Yes. Okay. That's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not putting any chairs in here on the island. They're just getting an island. Because I want to put a bunch of stuff on it. That's why they're getting it. Because I want to fill it with junk. I know this is like for a party. Yeah, I don't want that. I was like, if it was smaller, maybe. I feel like these could work in here. Fruit bowl. Necessity. That's fake fruit. It's fake fruit. I feel like they'd have like random stuff. Like this. I'm not gonna use that, but like they would have like, I feel like I could stick that up there somehow. That's not what I wanted. I don't know if my alerts are on or not now. I don't know. Let me just look. I can actually tell here. I think they are. I actually don't know. Fuck it. Have a button to turn them off in case we get like bot followed. So we don't have to listen to the sound alert go off over and over and over and over and over again while I figure out how to fix that situation. But I've never had to use it, so I don't know if it works. This, I want the round one. We have a spice rack that's round. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. This might be a better fruit bowl. I mean, it's the same fruit bowl. It's just more expensive. It's the same stuff in there. Where is that spice rack? Did I pass it? I don't think I did. Why are there dividers in here? Oh, here it is. That needs to go over there. I might use two of these and back them, like, back to back them. This is the only knife block we have. It's not the knife block I want. I want the knife block that is in... Maybe it's in debug. It's, the one you can make on the woodworking station. This one. That's the one I want. Let me scroll to the bottom and work my way up now. Hello? Please stop doing that. Okay then. Okay then, camera. I think we've looked at most of this. I'm gonna grab that for not right now, but we'll be grabbing that for another room, I'm sure. Maybe we grab the wine bottles, and I think that's everything for in here. I do want to put like stuff. My nose is itching. Up here, but that's all right. For now, let's focus on what we have. I always put this right there. It just is what it is. This, I want it to look like it's hanging off of, this is where all of this is going. We'll put it all here. That's fine. So we'll like do this. We'll pop the knife block next to it. You can do it. Okay, and then on here, I want this to be, I've never done this. This is something I picked up from somebody who had participated in Clutter Wars. I'm not gonna lie about it. But they took the paper towel holder, they rotated it this way 90 degrees. So it was sideways. They raised it up so it was tucked underneath the cabinet. We're close. And I'm gonna move it over a little bit. I know I'm gonna have to raise it back up. That's okay. And then we're gonna elevate it back up. The 0.05, I'm gonna do 0.15. I wish I remember who did this. I saw it one time and I was like, I'm absolutely gonna borrow that at some point in my time. And today is the day, apparently. So now it's hanging there, and you have a hangy. The other thing I saw somebody do was upscale a toilet paper roll and do the same kind of thing, but we're doing that. All right, and then on top of these cabinets is where we're gonna put this wine. Is gonna go there. That's gonna go there. This I'm gonna like put it in the middle. I think I'm gonna have to size down this. And then these two are gonna hang out on the middle, and then we'll get like paperwork and all of that stuff to kind of sprinkle around. So move all this out. Turn this sideways. Raise her up.
It's always more fun
Hello,
to share
Sunshine. How
with
are you?
everyone.
Let me pause what let me save. I haven't saved yet today. I haven't done that. Hello. Let me go back to, oh Lord. Let me go to just chatting. I'm running 2 different programs right now. Please forgive me. Okay. How are you? How was stream? What were you up to today? I'm curious. Tell me all about it. If you came in with that raid and you need a raid and run, absolutely feel free to do so. Go take care of yourself. If you do want to hang out, I am kindly going to request that you refresh your screen just so your view counts. Only if you want to, though. Don't let me tell you what to do. Don't let me tell you what to do. Reinvent fandom. If I said that right, I'm proud of me. If I didn't, please correct me. Welcome in officially to the Q Club. How are you today? I do have a short raid video for you. Kind of gives you the vibes of the channel. It's about 1.5 minutes long. Let you gather your bearings. And then we will continue. Absolutely, absolutely. Go take care of yourself. I've done that before. I will see you later. I will try to remember that. My better Twitch TV isn't currently working for that. You know what's fun is I don't have the raid video set up on YouTube. So they're just going to sit here and watch me do nothing. We'll be right back. I don't like to think before I speak. I like the words to come out like a river. Raise it down. Raise it down. Good vocab there with grammar on point. But man, I can't wait till I have frog butt. I'm gonna wear my pants so high. I'm gonna make sure I'm wearing leggings. Leggings and frog butt for the rest of my life. Plead! Quit crying and plead! You're sick. Everybody peed themselves as well, by the way. No! Didn't bleed! This is why I built. Do not put your butt in my face. I don't appreciate that. Thanks. I'm never miss my own stream, but I do miss my daily beans. I will back up any lie a parent tells their kid. I will. There's a drain goblin that's gonna suck you down if you get too close. Yeah, there is. I saw it happen to my sibling once. It was terrifying. Where are you going? Why are you mad? Don't kick the trash can. What are you upset for? You want to feed the cow plant? There is no trash in my house other than you. That's when I'm like, oh, I have to compliment you. And they're like, hey, are we flirting? No, I'm not flirting with you. I don't even like you. I just feel like at this point in time, it's obligatory to say something nice.
My favorite kind of build, a crusty, dusty build. So that's what we're doing. We have done the outside for the most part. We're working on our save file. So this is what our outside looks like. It's overgrown. The truck is for sale. The person, they were partners, one of them passed away. The house is a little overgrown. They like to work on vehicles. I have some outside work to do, but I was excited to get to the inside. So this is the outside of our house. We're currently working on the kitchen. All I have picked out is flooring for the house. I have not picked out any walls or the spandrels or anything. So furniture, like I said, the only thing we've gotten into right now is the kitchen. So we're working on cluttering the top of these cabinets. I was like, is that the right word? It is. So we're gonna bring those back down. Not plus though. There we go. And I'm trying to keep them small so they don't clip through the ceiling. I think I can fit this pot up here. But we're going for like a stuck in the 90s kind of vibe in this house. Welcome back, Lynn. I hope you were productive as you needed to be. I always try to set these on the fridge, actually. I don't know why I'm going to set them up top today. Do I want to just set them on the fridge? Will they? Where are they? Yeah, they won't work on the fridge because of how I have the cabinets placed, and that's okay. I'm actually going to do 2. I swear I hit shift. Put those right next to each other. We'll raise those up with tool. That looks alright. The other thing I think I want to put up here are from those bottles from Get to Work. Oh, no, they're done now. I know what I'm thinking in my head. Like these. We'll have to size those down. But these are those oils that you never use bottles. We had some in a variety of sizes. So we had like these, and then we had the red. Why am I not seeing that stuff come across? Am I tripping? Did somebody not just lose the glasses? Or prism goggles? I swear I heard the alert for it. But it's not showing up. There it is. I was like, I know I heard it. That delay is wild. Okay. I was like, I heard it come through, but I didn't see it come through until just then. Yeah. Well, you know the drill. Hit me with that 5 minutes. If any of these things are off place, it's not my fault. I heard it come through, but it hadn't shown up on the feed yet. Oh, Lord. Where's my mouse? Okay, there it is. I think I'm going to grab 2 of these. I'm not responsible for what happens with the camera in this time period. I just want you all to know that. You may think I am, but I'm not. What are my color options here? Are those black olives? I have black olives in my fridge. I prefer black olives over green olives, if we're being honest. I have no idea what these are. Are those mushrooms? Those are still olives, right? This one kind of made me think it was a mushroom. It's olives. Black olives. I don't know what the difference is between these two. These are rose tinted, alright? I don't know. We'll do green olives. That's fine. Alright. So we'll do these on this one. We'll do a setup like this, I'm staging, because if I waste time staging, then I might not have to actually do anything here. And then here, I think these are like, I can't tell. We'll do the green one and the orange one. I think that's orange. It might be brown. I don't know. And those will go on this one. So let's see if we can. That's the 9 key. I won't take my finger off of it again. Put that there. Put that there. We'll move them in a second. I want you to know that I have my pointer on the 9 and my pinky on the D, and it's very uncomfortable, but I'm afraid to move them because I don't want to lose those keys. Put that there. That might be too high. I don't know. We'll put that there. Put this here, and then we'll judge it. We'll move stuff. Oh Lord, I moved my fingers. If I wink and just look at one eye, I can kind of see where things are supposed to go. So, all right, those are way too big. So we gotta scale these down. Shift T, Alt. Let's scale 0.85. Okay. Needs to be smaller. 0.75. And then just this one, I think we need to bring down. I'm gonna do just a 0.5 and see what that looks like. That works for me. Okay. Everything else, let me shift. Everything else looks like it is a decent size. We just gotta like do some finagling here. So, let me go high. We'll pull these kind of towards the front. Are those even? I can't tell. I can't tell. I think they're lined up pretty well. I could be wrong, and if I am, whatever. And then we'll pull these up. Why are these crooked? I didn't alt, well, did I alt place them? I don't know. And then I'm gonna move this here. We're just pushing everything kind of towards the front. You know what I wish we had? And maybe we do have it and I just don't know. A salt cellar. You know, like the little cup that you put your salt in and you can just do that. We might have one. I know I used to have one in my CC. I think that's all good. I think that's all where I... No. Thank you, Jesus. That was like a fast 5 minutes, and I'm appreciative of that. Am I wrong? My chat is like behind the sound alerts I'm getting. My pinky was on the D. It was very uncomfortable. You're right. What is the cash sign? What is happening? Why am I hearing things, but I'm not seeing them come through? Please. Yeah, I found it over there. I don't know. I heard a ka-ching sound, and I don't know what the ka-ching sound is for either. I set up my own alerts. I'll be damned if I can tell you what they're for. Alright? There's sounds I don't hear very often. Alright, let's elevate these 0.05. Because when in doubt, 0.05 it out. But now we got to bring it back down because 0.05 was too big. So we're going to bring it down 0.025. See? Okay. That looks respectably cluttered. This needs to come up. I'm gonna do 0.025 because that seems to actually be the number this time. Yeah. Okay. Let's change the color. If they have colors to change, these one do. We'll do like that. I don't think it affects what's in there. You know? I think we're gonna go earth tone, plain. Yes. Respectably cluttered. Push all this back. I think that's a decently cluttered kitchen. Now we're gonna move our islands. These I'm only pushing back a little bit because that's what I'm gonna use to line these up to the center. Then we can put these back. And now we can find all of our, like, stuff. Our papers from Strangerville and the stuff in Debug that's, like, old mail. That's the kind of stuff that's going to be in here. Actually, what I want to do is figure out our actual spandrel situation. These spandrels aren't going to be it. Alright, so spandrel and column. Something like this would work, I think. They're a little beat up. I like this, but it looks a little too fancy. That could also work, actually. Do you come in something slightly darker? You do. We'll do the... Okay, that works. That's fine. We'll do these. I think I have to have a spandrel here for the column. I might get rid of this one. If I move this one, yeah, it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, let's just do that. And we'll find our spandrel. I love this game. I forget that you have to have a wall here. Actually, you could just do a fence. You could do this fence. But we're gonna use this fence and this light color. That's too nice. Too nice. It needs to be even grungier, please. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. Maybe this? No. Gray. I'm not loving any of this. I think that's gonna be what we use. Not because I love it, but because that's the option we have. I just don't... This I don't like. I don't want to make this any bigger. But I do want there to be, like... I want this to connect here and not where it's at. I don't know what to do about that. I really hate the way that looks. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to comments. There. That's a good color. It's gonna have to be the color here. I wish this would work. Nope. It's still too bright. I think that's just... It's too bright. And the gray is also too bright. The gray is better. I'll deal with the gray. What if we do... I'm bouncing a little bit. Please. Just let it happen. If we do a half wall here... Yes, okay. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a half wall there. We're gonna do this. We'll figure out the half wall trim in a minute. And then we'll spandrel here and here. And then in this half wall, we will do the same faux glass thing we've got going on here. We're gonna put that all through here. That's what we're gonna do. Now you all know what's up. Alright, spandrel. Because that's really what we was trying to do here. This one. No. This one. Preferably not. That could work. It's pretty plain. I like the low profileness of it. Same with that. But I do kind of want like there to be a design in the corners. I want corner design like this. But then I have to have a column there. All right, column, come on back. I don't like the way it looks. It's my own fault just because of where the corners are. The corners line up on opposite sides. They're catty corner. And it's catty corner, not kitty corner. And that is a hill I'll die on. But if we do like this, it's not as bad because it's just a... I just like this. This screams like... This screams 90s, but it screams like 80s that hasn't been updated.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Every day of my life. Yeah, my... hey, Jess, how are you? My sound alerts. My alerts for my sound alerts are real delayed compared to when I'm hearing them. That's okay. Ooh, this. Yeah, okay, hold on. Oh no, this doesn't have like a brown. It has a red brown. But not a good red brown. Anybody get forced to watch the Red Green show growing up? I had to watch that. Did I just lock a core memory for anybody? The Red Green show. No. No. I'm really looking here. This could also work if it comes in a good color. Oh, it wants to. Okay, that's too light. This might be the one. This one right here. I think I can make do with that. And then we'll also put that over here. No, I don't want it there. Oh, because I didn't move this. Hold on. I messed up. A mistake has been made. This goes here. This goes here. And this does not go here at all. Look at that. We're solving problems we didn't even know we had. Alright, and we'll pop this back. And now it's centered in that room. We'll grab this. Maybe we use the... Anyway, maybe we use the for rent. What did I use? Was it this? That's not the right color. I thought it was this. It is this. Alright, now we gotta find the spandrel. Where's the for rent spandrel? Because it better have corresponding colors. Yeah, that'll still work. That'll still work. We'll get rid of those. We'll grab our for rent column that I have already lost, even though I was like, that'll work. Is it this? Yeah. And then that goes in this color? Yeah, yeah. Another one. There we go. Do we put a column here? Listen, I'm basing this off of memories that are old and fuzzy, that have been locked away for years. And not based on my own house, just based on memories of other people's houses combined. I don't think we need to put one there if we're doing this here. Yes. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. I like this so far. Now I gotta figure out our dining room wallpaper, and it does have to be a wallpaper, and it does have to be kind of tacky. Both of those things are vital. Let me save. Let me save.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Jesus Christ. No idea what just happened, but thank you. Oh, I do see what just happened. Congratulations, Gryffindor. Let me do two things. One, add you to my list so I don't accidentally delete you when I forget who actually bought it and who didn't. Because I do that sometimes. Look at that. I spelled your name wrong in the Discord. You guys can't see it, only my mods can. And then we go in here. You get this one. You're there. You should have a shiny little diamond next to your name now. It was sacrificed for a sword, you're correct. If you ever decide to step down though, you get your diamond back. Yes, congratulations, Gryffindor. If I ever boot you, then you gotta earn your diamond back. You get nothing from me. Let's find, like, this kind of wallpaper is, you know? Unless someone takes away all the diamonds. You are correct. We do have a nobody special redeem. Somebody could, in theory, Thanos everybody's VIP. And it's never your bad. You are... I mean, I think the opposite is true, though. To be fair, Gryffindor, I think you're stuck with me. This is one of those places that once you get comfortable, you're not allowed to leave. Listen, I think it'd be funny. I'm not gonna lie. I think if that ever happens, I'm just gonna fucking die laughing. Because, like... I mean, it is 350 channel points, to be fair. Like, if you really want to drop 350 channel points to see everybody scramble over the fact that they no longer have VIP, you've earned it. That's a lot, right? But you've been here since damn near the beginning. So, like, that is not a small amount of channel points to drop to, like, to cause a little chaos. That's, like, dedicated chaos. That's what that is. If you're dropping 350k channel points, that's dedication to the chaos that I can't do anything but applaud. Alright? I'm proud of you. You might get a free VIP if you do that. Just because. Just because you did it. I would do it, but I have unlimited channel points and that's not fair. What about, like, this in here? Also, this wallpaper, I do like. I don't like the bottom of it being gray or blue. So nope, that's too dark. So I think I'm going to do that. Just change the bottom of it to brown. That's all. Same wallpaper, just a different trim. Right? That's the chaos of it all. Everybody just gets Thanos away. I think the only people that could do it are, like, Sar, maybe, like, Tommy Rachel or Nicole. Creative might be able to do it. Lynn might be able to do it. Like, I don't know how many channel points people have. I'm just thinking about, like, who has been here for a long time that might be able to do something like that. And I think those are, like, the only ones. So, let me save. Ads are going to start in 30 seconds. Use this opportunity to use the restroom, grab a snack, grab a drink, stretch your legs. You should be getting up every 2 hours to do so anyway. We're going to throw Gartic on, so if you're over on YouTube and you want to play, you do have to come to Twitch for that. And that's not my fault. We'll probably be able to play one round because I have to go take medicine. So, there we go. glass block this? Oh, we got to pick our wallpaper. That's what we was doing. That's what we was doing. I kind of like this one. Maybe not that one specifically. Like this Ready Wood might be the one. That's what I want to look at. Like this would also work. This kind of... I'm just trying to think. Like we had green wallpaper. I distinctly remember it was green. It was like forest green. And it kind of looked like this. And it was in the entire dining room. I think I'm going to go with this. I think that's what I'm going with. And then we got to pick out our table and chairs. Are we gonna finish this build this week? Probably not. I was just thinking, like, probably not. Was that the goal? Always. Is that ever achieved? No. No, it's not. I want this, but bigger. I think I said that last time. That leaves me like this kind of a table. She really is. Ooh, this could work. This is from Get Together. It's kind of beat up. I'm gonna put that there. I hate to do this, but we might do glass table. And I only hate to do that because I don't like glass. We're not doing glass table. I thought about it just long enough to remind myself that I hate it. This could also be good. I think of the two of these, like this is busted, but not like, come on YouTube, get it together. But like I want like this, not like this. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. All right, you need to come up one, and then we need to pick a table color. It's probably gonna be this. We had like the big round table. Most of you will probably know what kind of table. Like it didn't look like this. Maybe we do a round table actually. With like the big pedestal in the middle kind of situation with like the lion claw legs. If you had this table like every other 90s family, you know which table I'm talking about. It was like this. But it was like orangey brown. And it was a little bigger. It was a little bigger. I think maybe we do this. This one doesn't have the orangey brown though. This is almost too nice. This has the brown. It's not orangey enough. This has orange. That's too modern. This might be the best one here. I don't like the ring design. Exactly. You know the table. You know the table. What is this? Oh, hold on. Do you come in the orangey brown? Oh, hold on. Hold on. What is this? I've never noticed this in here before. I mean, it's a newer kit. It's a newer kit. They're from that kitschy kit or whatever it is. That's what this table is from, and that might be what we use. It doesn't have the center pedestal, which was like, you know. But we'll do that, and then we'll find our chairs. Yes, you do. I need to get in here. Thank you, game. Alright, chairs are going to be like a wooden chair. The ones from Get Together are probably like as close as... Those aren't what I want. Like this. Just like... Except no cushion. Although, cushions were a thing. Maybe this. Maybe this. And like this, let's see if we can find a similar wood color. I think that first one with the yellow was like the closest, but I don't really want the yellow cushion. You know? These could also work, maybe. If I can find a wood color that matches the table. Don't think I will. I don't think I don't remember the name of the kit. That is exciting. Nice. The last wedding I went to, I had a picture of it, I think. I don't know if I put the picture in Discord or not, if I just shared it with the Betsies. I had pants and a hot pink top, so I wore hot pink Converse because I don't wear heels because I will die. And that's not an exaggeration. I will fall down the stairs and cease to exist. Did this not come with chairs? Please wait while I look. Okay, it did. Yeah, these will work. These will work. That's not... But I don't... Oh no, the one time I have been failed. That sounded really sarcastic, but it's not. This is the one time I have been failed by this game. I don't think mismatch like this kind of stuff was popular. Let me look at cats and dogs. Maybe we use this. This isn't the right wood. I'm struggling here. Same. I would have died just because I'm always cold. Barefoot for a reception makes sense. For your own wedding, absolutely. You're gonna be doing a lot of dancing, a lot of walking around, talking to people. Do I just do this? Oh no, that's too small. That table's too small. Hey, hold on. This table's not. Okay. Give me this chair. I'm okay with this. I'm not doing end chairs. I don't know if that makes sense. Where you have like the head of the table chair. We had a round table growing up. Or an oval table growing up. So. Probably. I know wedding dresses are long. Yes. All right. And then we'll do... See, I have... Thank you. We do need oval tables in The Sims. I need to fill this with some plants too, I think. Now that I see the space, I think... In order to do that, though, that's a tool. That is a tool situation. If you've never... Like, this would work. So what you do... I cannot help you if you play on console. You can do it from outside, but the lighting will be different. And all you do is you raise it up from the outside. And then you just alt place it inside. But the lighting is going to be a little... It's going to be different. It's going to be outdoor lighting because you raised it up from the outside. To do it from the inside, you have to use tool to push it back. Because it won't go any further than this. So you would grab, move, click it back where you want it, and then you'll... You bitch. And then you'll elevate it. I love when you say a word so many times that it no longer sounds like the word. I do that with crayon. And yes, I'm a crayon person. I'm not a crayon person. I've got to adjust that because Tommy Rachel is a mod, but like she's like a ghost mod. You know what I mean? Same with the kid. The kid doesn't really count. Speaking of Tommy Rachel. Yeah, instead of, you know, the thing you color with, it's a crayon. Crayola makes crayons. I know some people say crowns. Some people say crayon. But I'm a crayon person. It's a crayon. But you see what I mean? She's a ghost mod. There we go. And see, now it'll have indoor lighting. Because we moved it with tool from the inside. I don't even know what thing I used. I know it was from Life and Death. Where'd it go? Oh, here. Oh, it does have outdoor lighting. Interesting, interesting. Well, maybe I don't put anything there. F it. Nothing for you now, window. Nothing for you. I'm having a couple of technical difficulties today. On my end, YouTube, I like to ban people loudly. I like to let people know that they're being banned. But I like to let them know before I ban them, because once you're banned, you can't see my stream anymore. And I ain't mad at it. I ain't ashamed of it. That's crawfish. Crayons. No, that's crayon. It's crayfish. It's a crawdad. It's a crayfish. If it's to the point where you're being banned in my chat, you done fucked up, and I don't care if everybody else knows. Like, accidental finger slip, ban, unban, that kind of happens everywhere. I think we've all done it at least once or twice or a few dozen times. But, like, if it's to the point where everybody is like, all right, time for you to go. You gotta go. I don't do it quietly. I make a spectacle. If you want to come into my chat and be a spectacle, I'll make you one. That's all. I just, like, leaked water out of my mouth. I'm sorry the eye doctor pissed you off. My eye doctor pisses me off all the time. I have always had contacts for an astigmatism. Always. For as long as I can remember. And, I've gone to this new eye doctor, and supposedly I don't need contacts for an astigmatism anymore. All that means is your contacts are weighted, so they sit right. And do my contacts look fine? Probably 80% of the time, yeah. But the other 20%, I miss the weight. Same. I was pretty young. No, I actually didn't start wearing glasses until I was in, like, 6th grade. We thought I had escaped the has to wear glasses curse, because everybody wears glasses in my family. I love dentists. I think dentists are doing a lot of hard work, but they terrify me. You know? They scare me a little bit. I just don't like mouth pain, you know? That's wild. Yeah, that would make me angry too. Like, my eyesight is just... No, he does not. He escaped the curse. So. The worst thing about the eye doctor for me is the dilation. I hate that shit. But, like, older sister, older brother, myself, my younger sister, my mom. His dad does not wear glasses, so I assume that's how he weaseled out of it. Memers wore glasses. Memers was supposed to wear glasses. And then she got to be like 70 and said, fuck it, I'm not wearing my glasses anymore. I love that. I love when the doctor's like, my prescription changed a 0.5 point or something. Or 1/4 of a point. And they did say that wasn't enough to, like, change my glasses or my prescription because it was such a minuscule change. But like that I understand. Going from a point one or 1.5 to a 1.55, okay, I'll give you that. But like if it changed more than like a half a point, you probably need an upgraded prescription. I'm after the thing that sits in the corner with the plates on it. Punch him in the throat. Don't actually do that because I don't want you to go to jail. But I have to, like, normally you go to the eye doctor every 2 years. I have to go every year because of one of my prescription medications. Hydroxychloroquine is fantastic. It got rid of my hand pain. But it is an immunosuppressant medication. As somebody who's already immunocompromised, that's fantastic. And it will mess with your eyesight. Good. Yeah, my doctor didn't put an astigmatism on mine either, and I don't like that. I don't know why. Like, I've had an astigmatism my whole life. When I am driving in the rain or at night, everything looks like a little starburst. Please don't tell me I don't have an astigmatism. I know I do. But he says I don't. It does make my lenses cheaper. I wouldn't have spent money on glasses. I'd have gone to a different fucking eye doctor. But that's just me, and a lot of people don't have options like that. I get it. Yeah, same with Mr. Quiv. Yeah, there you go. Did you know? Wild. I just need to throw this out here. I just need to throw this out here because that's what you're talking about. Mr. Quiv gets contacts. He went to 1-800-CONTACTS because his contact prescription had expired. They did his prescription, his eye lens thing, online. They took his old prescription, verified that it hadn't changed by giving him an eye test online, and then let him reorder contacts. So maybe that's an option for people. I know. I was like, that's wild. But that's how they did it. They gave him a virtual eye test. So if you have eyes that don't like change prescription constantly, like every 2 years, maybe that's an option. I thought that was wild. He was like, guess what I just did? I was like, what are you talking about? Because we ordered my contacts. He was like, ordered contacts. I said, your prescription is expired. It has been for like a year. He was like, they did it right there online. I was like, what do you mean? Please explain. Sure as shit. They had him do it right there online. Yeah, same. So does he has the same thing Lynn has. I think that's what he has. Lynn can correct me if I'm wrong, but one of his eyes has essentially what the eye doctor called a nipple on it. So we call them nipple eyes. But he has like a little protrusion on one of the eyes. And so like, I don't know how they was able to do that for him, but they did. It's a little, you can't see it. It's on the inside. So like where his iris is and his pupil, on his pupil, there's like a little protrusion. And the doctor prescribed it as nipple shaped because it's flat and then you have just like this little hill, but it's small. It's a small little on the pupil. Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's it. But that's how the doctor described it. He didn't describe it as a cone-shaped cornea. He said it looks like a nipple. Why he used that as the descriptor, I don't know. But he did, and I was like, all right. Where's the plates, man? Where's that rack of plates? Somebody help me. You're the one that sits in the corner. I don't even know what pack it's from. Somebody who's a better simmer than me. And that's probably why they did it. I think he's also got one. I don't remember which eye it's on, but he only has it on one eye currently. So I don't even know how you get it. I just know he has it. Ooh, these plates would be good in the kitchen too. Hold on. Do I have room up here? If we put like a plate here, or a couple of plates here and a plate here, I think that's what we're gonna do. These are big plates. Hold on. I know I said we was moving on, but we're not. 1, 2, 3, 4. He does not. He uses regular old contacts. We'll do that one. That one. Oh, these are stinking adorable. That one. We'll keep that one. That's a very good idea, Ruby. That's fair. I switch back and forth between my contacts and my glasses so often. I don't have any like issues with my stuff though. Like just the astigmatism that apparently doesn't exist anymore. You know? Alright, we'll raise you up. You lift me up. Alright, I'll place you. I know they're too big. See, they're clipping through the ceiling. So I'm just curious how small this needs to be for it to not clip through the ceiling. Pretty small is the answer. 0.55. Okay, so we'll do all of these that. These are small plates. He does that shit. He sleeps in his. He changes his like once a week, but he has dailies. It drives me crazy. I take mine out every single day. I will take these out after stream today, and I won't have them back in until tomorrow. I wear them more in the summer so I can wear sunglasses more comfortably, but even if I took that, like, I take them out mainly after stream because I use an oil cleanser on my face, and I don't know if you've ever gotten an oil cleanser on your contacts, but it destroys your contacts, and I don't like that. So I take them out when I wash my face, and then I just put my glasses on. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm just raising these up enough that the plate holder actually shows the whole way. There we go. That I like. We did it, kids. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think people realize how much they touch and how quickly, like, even like my own desk, if I touch my desk and then poke my eyeball, the amount of stuff that goes in your eye and how quickly that just like gets. So, like, your fingers are gross. Wash your hands. That's all. I wash my hands before I put my contacts in. I wash my hands before I take my contacts out. The only time I don't wash my contacts are my hands is if like there's been times where I've been out and about, like in the car, and my contact it doesn't flip, but it like folds in a weird way, and I have to like, I use the contact solution to like get my fingers that I'm gonna use like as clean as I can, and then I won't use. I tried hand sanitizer once to clean my hands before I mess with my contacts. Make sure you give your hands a good long time to de-alcohol if you do that. All right. Same. Of course not. That's never gonna happen. I'm still looking for those plates, by the way. Not these plates. Like the plate decor wall thing. I'm assuming it's in here somewhere because I'm seeing a lot of little like standy. Oh yeah, like this. This is what I wanted. This needs to go in the corner. Not. That's not what I meant by in the corner. Be so for real, game. Isn't there 2 of these though? There's like another one of these. It's a little fancier. Will this fit underneath the window? No. That's okay. I can see the item I'm looking for in my head. I can't find it in the game. It's a corner unit. Yeah, but where are they? That was a little sass. That sass wasn't meant for you. The sass was meant for the game. Because the game drives me effing insane. This is what I'm looking for. That's all I wanted. My older brother and my younger sister would both do that shit, and it always, like, I get weirded out thinking about it, okay? I can't. There we go. I feel like they would have a rug, but it needs to be, like I said, we are going to throw down, like, some stuff. I just don't want you all to think that I forgot. When I was recovering, when I was recovering from surgery, you know, like, I would sit in bed and I'd be bored as shit because, like, I had a hard time getting in and out of bed the first few days. I would, because you have to get up and you walk and you do that stuff, but, like, I would sit there and I've learned to flex my pec muscles, but I haven't done it since then, so I can't remember how. So if you can, like, I don't know how to do it anymore. I had it, though. 3 months ago, I could do it. Now I can't. I feel like I lost an important skill. And it makes me sad. I could. I can't now. He's always like, put your hand on it and then just try to move the thing on your hand. I can't remember how I did it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first
flare
of
my
all, you're not
nostrils.
going to speed past
I
that like
can't
you didn't just say
wiggle
what you
them.
just said.
And like, my younger sister can wiggle her ears. She used to be able to. I don't know if she still can. But she could wiggle her ears up and down. Like, she could get them to raise and lower. But, like, I can't do a lot of things. I can't wink with I can wink with this eye. And as you can see, it takes, like, a lot to keep this eye open. I cannot wink with my left eye. I just can't do it. I'm trying. I can't do it. I also can raise both eyebrows, but I can't raise one eyebrow at a time. I don't know how people do that either. So, like, my little sister, however, can, like, do the rock eyebrows with either eyebrow. I cannot. My left eye, zero winkage. No winkage happening. I can snap with both. I can whistle, like, traditionally. I always wanted to learn how people did the finger whistle. I can't finger whistle. Or this whistle, where they, like, put the, you know, the real loud whistle. I was proud of myself when I learned how to whistle with a blade of grass. Where you put the grass in between your thumbs and you like... That took a long time for me to figure out. I want this rug in here, but I want it to be a little beaded up. Do we have a little beaded up rug in here? Not really. Not really. Noted. I can't whistle well. He can whistle. I'm not a good whistler. Where's that one rug? It's huge. We always have to size it down. But it is beaded up. I think it's from Get Famous. This one. Yeah. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, what do we... I know that not all of these are like beat up, right? Like this one is, but this one isn't. That one is... Some of these are just completely different size. Okay, we'll just keep that one. I was not aware that that was a requirement. And that, like, genuinely, I didn't know that that was a requirement to whistle. I thought just being able to was a requirement. Hello? I grabbed that. Maybe. Maybe. I need old curtains. Like, okay. Like, okay. Please sort the curtains by wall heights. Holy shit. Alright. I know which ones I'm thinking of. I think they're from Cats and Dogs. Yeah, I didn't know that yeah, these. I didn't know that that was like a requirement. Genuinely, I had no idea. I always just thought it depended on how you whistle, which I know sounds silly, but some people do use their teeth. They shh. I don't do that. I just, but I don't do it that well either. I'm not good at a lot of things, and whistling is one of them. I need a curtain like that, but not that. Where's the other Cat and Dog's curtain that's for short wall height? I'm like getting irritated with it now. Getting irritated with it now. That's fair. It's just like when you are used to doing things a certain way and you can't do it that way anymore. Sometimes you're just like, oh, I can't do that anymore. Right? And then like it's just adaptation. Sometimes you really can't do that anymore. So don't like think I'm over here saying, oh, you're just not trying hard enough. Because sometimes genuinely and truly, you just can't do it anymore. But sometimes it's just adaptation. Because I have convinced myself I can't do things anymore. And then I'll do it unexpectedly. And I'm like, oh, I just have to do it that way. Noted. It's not noted because every time I try, I fuck it up. But why don't I have short wall height curtains for these? These should be short wall height. Okay. Okay. None of them are short wall height. I'm like big mad. Alright? I just want you all to know that I'm over here extraordinarily frustrated again at this fucking game that never lets me do what I want to do. Because the curtains I want aren't for the correct wall height. So I'm pouting. What's up, Jackson? How are you? What if I size it down? I'm crashing out over curtains. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm having a crash out over curtains. Let's bring this down half a thing. I think it needs to come down a little more. That was half, so what about 0.25? Okay, that looks right. Listen, tool. It's the only thing that saves me from a crash out every time I play this game. I kind of like this, but I also kind of like this. I think I'm going to go with the yellowed one. Does it need to go up a little bit? Like, just a little bit? Let's raise it up 0.05 and see what happens. I'm raising it up 0.05 again. I think I want it to match where the top of the window is. Well, I guess we'll save you a spot. Because you know what I'm doing on Friday. Getting obliterated by every other student that doesn't have school on Friday. That's what I'm doing on Friday. Okay, dining room. We need a piece of wall art or something here. Hell yeah. Sometimes I say things and I'm like, I need to quit hanging out with people that I hang out with all the time. Because, like, we all set each other off with different audible, like, I don't want to call them, like, I posted a video that explained it in the Betsy's chat. It's not a tick. It is not a tick because we do not have Tourette's. But it's like this thing that somebody will start. It's like audio, echo, something. And we all just repeat it. Ad nauseum. I know, right? Dang teens whooping my ass. How dare they be better at a game that requires faster reflexes and better eyesight than my 87-year-old self. Well, you know, if that's the case, I haven't made the schedule, but if you want to do ranked duos on Monday, yeah. Because if they've reset, I want my question is, my curiosity. Yeah, Echolalia. That's what we do. We all just repeat each other. And it's like, you guys know the seagulls from Nemo. Mine, mine, mine. It's like that. Where, like, one of us will say it, and then it just goes down the line until we've all said it at least once. But we all have to say it at least once. The double thing, I refuse to pick up. I will never, that's not, I can't do it. That's not me. That's not me. All right? But we do get each other to say things that we say repeatedly. Yeah, so if they've reset rank, I'm hoping that counts towards that rank skin if we play it, because for me to get 50 levels of ranked at the level I'm at in game is going to take forever. But if we do it in reload, yes, be so for right now. Or I'm not pressed. Nicole says that all the time now. I'm not pressed. I think we all do that because we've all watched Family Guy. Like, that's where I picked it up from. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, any account. Like, I don't understand. So, like, a combination. What? So I don't have to play ranked to get it? I thought it was a ranked skin, though. I thought you had to play ranked to get it. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. Sometimes I say some out-of-pocket shit repeatedly until somebody else picks it up. And then I'm like, I'm never saying it again, so they think they're going crazy. I gaslight the shit out of people with some of the shit I say. I've never said that. I have. You got that from me, but I refuse to acknowledge it. What? Okay, we're going to have to look at that later. We are going to have to look at that later. Because I thought it was a ranked skin. I didn't think it was any combination of account levels. I mean, it's a free skin, so I feel like it should be accessible to everybody. It's free. But, like, why is it on the ranked thing? Regardless, if you want to do ranked on Monday, you know I'm down. I'll fuck around with it. It is why we call the other two baby back bitches. I will proudly admit that that was me. That was me. I'm not ashamed of that one. If you ever call somebody a baby back bitch, you're welcome. You're welcome. But they are some baby back bitches. I need a piece of wall art here. Maybe like this. This gives like 90s vibes, yeah? That's what I'm looking for. Oh man. I don't know what to put here. Well, there you go. A bingo vote has been started. If you're playing stream bingo over here on the Twitch, feel free. Vote in that. I have no idea what it's about. I can't see the vote. I don't know what those do. I just put it on there. I figure sometimes I'm not entertaining enough and you need something to help entertain you. So bingo it was, you know? That's how that's just what it is. We could do like this. If they didn't all look like the vampires they are. How dare they make vampire pictures look like vampires? My God. What is... I'm having some weird technical difficulties. I wonder if it's because I'm running 2 different streaming softwares. I'm not gonna stop. I can't keep my... You know. That's fine. Ah, okay. Yeah, go for it. That's a nice, convenient, easy way for people to get some bingos. I used to give out VIP if you got bingo, but I don't do that anymore, and I'll explain why. I only have like 50 VIP slots, and we are up to like quite a few of them being full. And the time will come where I have to raise the cost of VIP from like 50 channel points to 75 or 100,000 channel points. So, yeah. So I kind of backed off doing that. Some people who have VIP got it from bingo, and I forgot, and I never took it away, but I don't remember who those people are, which is why I started writing it down. Because I have absolutely been like, oh, I don't remember how you got this, so it must have been from here, and I was wrong. That's not where it was from. I feel like they would have a cat painting. You know? YouTube misses out, and I'm sorry. Like, we have better games over here. We have Gartic, we have Bingo. You can listen to music over here. I can't do that because I can't separate the audio over there. You know? Am I trying to convince anybody on YouTube who's not already following me on Twitch to come over, find me, and follow me? I sure am. It doesn't cost you anything. Absolutely free. You'll help me get to my follower goal. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's just a thought. If you like me over there, you'll love me over here. That's my pitch. That's all I've got. There's no lag over here. It's pretty much in real time. The conversation is better. You can jump right in here. I don't know what I want to put here. I want it to be like, you know, like really shitty art, but like, this game has a lot of really shitty art, but not the kind of shitty art I want. Like, I want like this. What kind of, maybe we do like this? Oh, 3 whole frames. Fantastic. Alright, so I'm gonna grab one of these just so again I remember what I'm doing over here. We're gonna put it here. It'll be smaller. But yeah, we want that glass block look. And this is see-through. It'll give us that glass block look. It's coming together. It's coming together. We're gonna have to figure out this living room. I might not do carpet if I'm being honest. We might be swapping over to hardwood floors in the main part of the house. Just because... Hello? That's not what I... Stop. Okay. Undo all of the things I just did. Oh, I see what the issue is. Because I sized it down. I apparently can't grab my fucking floor. You know? Ruby just did all that so she could win. My mod just tricked all of you. She said, I'm the real winner. Alright, let me move this rug. So I can get the floor. I know. She did that. She did that for herself. We'll put this back. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna delete this right here because this was mainly there for the spandrels. I knew I was gonna do that at some point today.
No, stop! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's fine. Yeah, get your votes in. We're gonna end stream here in just a few minutes. I'm actually gonna save and go to just chatting to see who all is on. So when we come back tomorrow, we probably are not finishing the build this week. I told you guys this was gonna be a longer build. So to be fair, I warned y'all. What is tomorrow? Thursday? Tomorrow we'll be working on this some more. I could do it off stream, but we all know that's not gonna happen. I gotta remember now that like I've got 2 different programs open. Alright, back to just chatting. We're gonna say goodbye to YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. Remember to take care of yourself. And then take care of everybody else over there. Don't forget, you are always welcome. Yeah, you can't make me do things like wear funny hats, talking creepy, soft voice, wear glasses. You can't make me blind right now because I have my contacts in. I love K-Red. Don't forget to drop a follow if you're over there. Maybe a like, a push. Don't do the likes now. It just pushes me in the algorithm. But goodbye, YouTube. Take care of yourself. Then take care of everybody else. I will see you guys tomorrow for some more of this build. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.